Hello students, welcome to the academic team. I hope that your first 3 days of school went really well, and I wanted to record this video to just kind of talk a little bit about what we'll be doing over the course of the next week, as well as some things that you can expect to come up in academic team going forward. If you are brand new to the academic team, I am Mr. Collins. I am one of the coaches along with Mrs. Gross and Mrs. Adkins. We are also helped out this year by Mrs. Hinton and Mr. Bynack, who will be teaching the 8th grade class during the day. I won't get to see you all every day, but I will see you all in practices after school, coming up at the start of September. Mark your calendars because we will be sending you some information about how practices will work soon. Let's talk about our plans for this week. First thing you're going to be doing on Monday is logging into Google Classroom. A whole lot of you have already logged into our Google Classroom for academic team, but just in case you haven't had that opportunity yet, your teacher will have a copy of your Google Classroom code that they'll display so that you can get logged in. During tryouts, you were asked to take 2 tests for the academic team, one in your primary subject area and one in your secondary subject area. You're going to be doing the same as we start the school year this week. I'm going to ask for you to take a test in your primary subject area on Monday, 8/16, and a test in your secondary subject area Tuesday, 8/17. You'll be doing these tests on paper. Your teacher will have copies of the tests ready to go that day, and I encourage you to try to divide your testing up by primary and secondary subject areas, as in what you think will be your primary area on Monday and what you think will be your secondary area on Tuesday. A reminder on your choices for that: the subject areas tested for academic team are language arts, science, math, social studies, arts and humanities, written composition or writing, and future problem solving. Again, choose one of these areas to test in on Monday and another of these areas to test in on Tuesday. If you're planning on testing in future problem solving, check out Google Classroom for some information from Mrs. Adkins on how to go about doing that. On Wednesday and Thursday this week, we'll be going over the tests that we took on Monday and Tuesday. You'll receive a copy of your tests as well as the answer keys needed to go through the questions, and you'll be looking through to see what you missed and what you need to do to get that correct next time you take it. On Friday, we'll be locking in what we'll be doing for our primary and secondary subject areas this year. You'll be letting your coaches know the subject area that you'll be focusing on as your primary and secondary subject areas, and you're going to try to stick with that subject area this year. Doesn't mean that you can't ever change if you decide to change your mind later on, but we'd really like you to stick with 2 that you focus on the most this school year. And then next week, we'll actually get started with what we kind of plan on doing for academic team for most of the year. We'll get into some of the regular things that we'll be doing week to week. And the first of those is going to be working on our portfolio projects. You'll be receiving a notebook with a big list of different projects in different parts of your subject area that you can choose to work in. You'll receive some more information about that next week on Monday, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. This will be the only week for quite a while that you'll be taking 2 tests during the week, so please make the best of it and do what you can on these. These are the first tests that you will be taking the entire school year for academic team, so don't feel too pressured to do perfectly on them. I'm only barely going to be looking at scores. The main thing that I want you to pay attention to while you take these tests in class this week is paying attention to the types of questions you would get in your subject area if you were taking this test for a competition. We're extremely happy to get to work with you guys in 5th period classes again, as well as in after school practices. If you ever need anything, please reach out to one of your coaches and let us know. We'll be sending home a lot more information to your parents or guardians here in the next few weeks. But until then, have a great week in academic team and in your other classes. We'll talk to you soon.